Hi, this is Matt Roberts with Shamrock Aquaponic Farm. Today I'm going to show you how I built my chicken feeder, and this has proven to be the most efficient, least wasteful, easiest chicken feeder to maintain that I've used. I built the body of the feeder by taking a standard sized tote box and then cutting some 3-inch PVC pipe. I cut 4 of them, 45 degree on one side, 30 degree on the other. Then traced them onto the box. Then I was able to cut out those holes and glue and screw those pipes to the box. The 30-degree side is held about an inch off the bottom of the box, while the 45-degree side is actually attached to the box. These pipes form ports that are big enough for the chickens to get in to get the feed, but not so big that they end up dragging out a lot of waste that they throw on the ground. I glued in some foam wedges to the bottom of the box to kind of direct the feed towards the port so that there wasn't a lot of dead space where the feed would just get old and not used. The pedestal that supports the feeder was made from 3-inch PVC pipe, a 3-inch to 4-inch reducer, and a toilet flange. I used a drill press to machine away the inside lip that stops the reducer from traveling down the pipe. This let me make a collar that will be a water stop to stop insects from being able to climb in to get to the feed. I added a little 1/4-inch line that I've got some water tanks that will keep that flange filled with water for about a month at a time. The 3-inch toilet flange I screwed to a piece of plywood, then put a lip around it, and that forms the platform that the feeder sits on. I went ahead and got a pretty snug fit, but you want to leave it so that any feed that does spill out doesn't get trapped there. I gave it a coat of stain just to protect it from the elements a bit. After I set the pedestal in the ground, I went ahead and installed a little plastic collar around that pipe. This will keep the birds from drinking out of it and keep the evaporation down a bit. I built a lightweight roof out of 1x2s with a square box that extends past the feeder about a foot all the way around it, but then there's an inner small box that fits snug to the lid. I then just decided what kind of peak I wanted and made some little rafters and nailed them together. I think I've got about a 2-foot rise there. Once I had some ribs, I took some 1/8-inch plywood, some very thin stuff. I wanted to keep it light, covered it with the plywood, and then just used some white plastic and skinned it over. This just for waterproofing. The whole thing weighs about 10 pounds. It's pretty light. It's a nice fit on top of the feeder. So that's my chicken feeder. It lets me fill it about once a month, keeps the chickens from making a mess, it keeps the ants out, and it keeps the feed dry. The whole thing cost me about $15. This has been Matt Roberts with Shamrock Aquaponic Farm. I hope this helps you.